Hi, I'm Emma Kinnett, and this is my American Civil War text set for my Content Areas reading class. Here's a little bit about me. I'm not going to read the PowerPoints because there's a lot of really good stuff I want to get to, and I know I have a limited amount of time. The first time I tried this, it was over 15 minutes, so I'm going to try to be brief. Like I said, that social studies, history, American history, Civil War. My text set focus is for 5th grade. I have lots of good stuff. I have historical fiction, I've got primary source artifacts, and I have a speech as well as historical fiction and informational text. I have many different benchmarks and goals as well as the reading specialist objectives that I'll be trying to address. These are the guidelines set for the grade level content expectations for social studies, specifically history. I know Michigan's moving over to Common Core, but these are the current GLICs that many schools are still recognizing. And these are the language arts core curriculum objectives. I put this in here. What is a text set? A text set is a group of books or materials or text as in written material that's put together that's generally on a topic that's taught as perhaps enrichment or for literacy centers or as an alternative to textbooks. Here, accessible texts is the concept that I wanted to highlight, which is also one of the reasons why I chose what I did choose, because they were accessible and they were things that I already had. These were actual materials that I had, with the exception of the Civil War. I'm calling it an online anthology, and the contract for the slave girl that's pertinent in a primary artifact. In this case, the guide sheet would be the material sheets and my assessment sheet and my evaluation sheet. This is what I'm highlighting, which is also part of the philosophy as to why I would choose going cross-curricular. Different evaluations you can use with your text sets. I'm a proponent of writing letters, also doing the bookmark or the brochures or posters. I like sticky notes. Highlight a couple of my text set resources. I have 8 of them. Here is a historical fiction piece. I love Jack and Annie. I'm currently reading it to my 3-year-old, and this is my 15-year-old's copy of this. So they've been around for quite a while. I teach a forensic science class, and I really like this Secrets of the Civil War submarine. They put together, they take the Civil War submarine that they dredged up in 1995, and they take all the bones and the skulls and do forensic science to recreate the faces and give them proper burials, since they did belong to the Marines. I really liked all the diagrams in that book. It's me and my husband. We're at school, the school library. Informational text, kind of espionage and mystery here. I love eyewitness books. I have many of the DK books. I like the informational text. I like because Students have so much to look at. Some do picture walks. I'm a big fan of the illustrated pictures. Timelines are in there. I was really surprised at the grade level of this though. There I am. I'm calling this an online anthology. It's a www.civilwar.com. It has just amazing things. Many, many pages, many links. I loved their vision statement, so I actually put that on for authenticity and accountability. There are some sites that I would not recommend fifth graders go to. Those I would block, or I would put specifically in which ones I'd like them to visit. But they do have what I liked is the interactive battle maps. I really enjoyed those, and current events. I'm planning to go to Gettysburg during the 150-year anniversary, and that's one of the trips that me and my family are making this summer. We're hoping for 2 separate trips, one down towards Shiloh and then back up to Chattanooga and Chickamauga, and then we will be heading out to Sharpsburg and Harper's Ferry and Gettysburg. I'm pretty excited about that. I wanted to get in primary source artifact, so I actually found a contract for a slave girl online. It's a high level here, but it is a primary artifact. I didn't think that we had to dumb it down just because they're 5th graders. I wanted them to see it. I wanted them to look at it. I think it brings it more to life. I blew this up so that we could read it. I bought this at the library. It's a battle map of the Civil War. It's 176 pages of aerial shots and war maps and illustrations and timelines, and I really like it. Relevancy: students that struggle with verbal or oral, even written text can use their spatial acuity to appreciate the cartography with historical reference often in this text. I like that. And lastly, the Gettysburg Address. One of the most moving documents. I remember when my mom became a citizen, her studying the Gettysburg Address, and it's always stayed with me. 10 sentences. I'm excited to go on my trip. Some sample activities with objectives tied to Common Core, letter writing, PowerPoint presentation where students get to pull out the information they find most relevant, Civil War timelines. There are so many things to do. Posters, maps. Here's some resources, just kind of going through these. The different types of text sets that I chose: historical fiction, historical speech. Here would be easier to read if you could blow it up and look at it. Are the specific identifiers, and then the standard, and then what I would do with the text set, the specific objective for the text set. And I have 2 pages of those. I wanted to throw that in there. My personal philosophy in regards to the importance of literacy as a cross-curricular approach is quite simple. Given choices, students will develop authentic learning foundations, which in turn will lead to deeper thinking and a greater scope of comprehension. I'm all about Bloom's taxonomy and the pyramid. I can't say enough about it. Once you get up to the apex of that pyramid, given tons and tons and tons of foundation with background knowledge and what you bring in, just the thinking and the scopes of comprehension, there's just no limit. And my references done in APA, hopefully done in APA. Thank you for listening to my narrated PowerPoint.